Check it out, right? I'm at the gym in the squat rack. Guy comes up to me about 250 pounds, asks could he come squat with me. Said sure, no problem. As he got under the bar, I noticed he was leaning forward on the squats. So I said to correct that, man, you might want to take your shoes off. So when he took his shoes off, I immediately identified the problem. The brother had on some ankle-high socks with the little ball in the back. Footies. This is a 250-pound man wearing a footy. So what I did, I told him. I said, brother, the first thing you got to correct is stop letting your wife or your girl dress you when you come to the gym. Stop letting her lay your clothes out on the bed before you go to the gym. And I immediately took his cell phone and made him subscribe to Tank Commander Zulu and the Real Man Movement. A footy? You gotta be kidding.
Salute family, it's Tank Commander Zulu back at you once again in the Real Man Movement. Today, we're going to be dealing with damaged goods. Are you damaged goods? Or do you know someone who is damaged goods? And what is damaged goods? What does it mean in the life of a real man? Let's talk about it today here at Tank Commander Zulu and the Real Man Movement. Fire in the hole, y'all.
Tank Commander Zulu and the Real Man Movement. You know, as I'm working out today, I'm thinking about things I don't like. I don't like square dancing. Weird. I don't like musicals. How people just be talking and everybody break out singing. And how they know the song. Hate musicals. I don't like burnt barbecue. If you know the barbecue's burnt, why don't you just go ahead on and throw it away? Don't try to serve it to nobody. Put all that sauce on top of that burnt barbecue. Don't make no sense. Another thing I don't like, I find it real weird when a room full of men come up with the idea to play Twister. No, that's so wrong in so many ways. A room full of men should not be trying to play Twister. Real Man Movement.
Salute family. Before we get into the topic of discussion today, which is damaged goods, I want to invite everyone to become a subscriber to the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, you need to become a subscriber today. And when you visit the videos, give them a thumbs up. What this does is makes the content readily available to those who are in need of this positive male enforcement. Listen, the world loves a real man, baby. And we have to broadcast this message to as many platforms as we can. So I invite you once again to become a subscriber today. Back to the topic, damaged goods. Are you damaged? Or do you know someone who's damaged? Or are you linked and connected with someone who is considered as damaged goods? Damaged goods. I want you to picture in your mind something that you value, something that you find attractive, something that you find alluring, something that you just feel that you must have. And it's something that's good to you. You see the value and the goodness inside of it. You can see it clearly. Only to find out that it's damaged. Imagine having a 10-carat diamond. And when you just think of the word 10-carat diamond, you think of something beautiful. But imagine when you receive that 10-carat diamond in the form of a gift and it's cracked in half. It's still a diamond, but it's damaged. That's kind of the topic or the way that I want to approach this subject today. Just like that 10-carat diamond, it's not whole. It's cracked. And because it's cracked, it's considered a damaged good. Damaged goods. People that we meet in our life, a lot of times, are damaged goods. If we're not damaged goods ourselves, what damages us? Well, some things that happen in our life. Could be from your childhood. It could be abandonment issues. It could be something that happened to you and traumatized you to the point that you're not whole anymore. You're damaged. You may look good on the outside. You may present yourself in a certain way that appears to be whole, but inside, you're damaged goods. You really don't know how to love. You really don't know how to respect. You really don't know how to cherish things of value. What you appear to be, you are the exact opposite because you're damaged. You're a damaged good. And what does it mean to be good? Listen, every human being has something of value to offer. I don't care if it's a so-called homeless person on the street, a drug addict, an alcoholic, or whatever you want to call them. As individuals, they all have something valuable to offer. But they are broken because of circumstances that are controlling their life, that are dictating the pace of their life. The alcoholic. Alcohol is dictating the pace of his life and is leaving him damaged, him or her. The drug addict. The drugs are dictating their life and it's leaving them damaged. You see, that's the understanding of damaged goods that I want to get across today.
See the squats, baby. Hardcore. Working on form and working on power from the bottom. You don't need a lot of weight. You need a lot of discipline in this one. Real man movement.
When you're dealing with someone who is considered a damaged good, you can expect a lot of chaos in that relationship. Or if you yourself are a damaged good, portraying to be whole, meaning that on the outside you look like you got it together. Maybe you work with someone like that, and you know, from the time you work with them from 9 to 5, they seem like they're a whole person, but when they leave that job and they take that face off, you can see the damage inside of them. Damaged goods. How does a real man deal with damaged goods? Well, anything that is damaged needs to be made whole. That's where your peace resides. When you're made whole. You're not damaged, you're not cracked, you're not broken on the inside. But you're whole. You feel good about who you are. No person dictates your prosperity. No individual dictates your happiness. You are in control of that. Because the moment you let a job dictate you, the moment you let an individual dictate you, the moment you let a situation dictate you and control you, you will definitely, without question, become a damaged good. And a damaged good is disappointing. Once again, like I said earlier, remember and think about having a 10-carat diamond. You ordered it, you saw the picture of it on the internet or whatever it may be, and when you received it, you couldn't wait to open that thing up. You open it and it's cracked and broken in two. It's still valuable, but it's lost some of its value because now it's damaged. It's just like us, y'all. When we are damaged, we lose some of our value. If the value that someone sees inside of you is reduced when they're able to see and identify your brokenness, your damage. You know, they'll say, well, he's a good fella, but he got a drinking problem. Damaged goods. You can be damaged in many ways. Psychologically, you can be damaged. I've met many people, and particularly women, who have been molested in their past. And they bring the trauma of that experience to every relationship that they attempt to have. And I said attempt. I want to highlight the word attempt, because eventually inside of the relationship, their brokenness, their damage starts to show. Damaged goods, y'all. Boom. Big thighs save lives, baby. Right. You gotta get those thigh extensions. All you want to do is pump that blood in there. Big thighs save lives, baby. Real man movement. It's the same thing with men. Some men have been molested when they were little boys. Or some men just don't know how to be a man based on what they were taught by weak individuals, by weak males. I'm not going to even call them a man. By weak males. They were taught how to exist and how to survive by weak males. And it damaged them. How does this show? Well, it shows when a man is abusive to a woman. Well, he figure he can beat on a woman, but wouldn't have the courage to stand in front of a man. Those are the things that identify a damaged individual, a damaged good. And remember, we always, here at the Real Man Movement, we always do self-examination. Our goal is to be whole as men. You know, there's a wonderful story in the Bible, in the book of Luke, Luke chapter 8, verses 43 through 48. It's about a woman who the Bible says had an issue of blood. She had been having this issue with the blood for 12 years. Inside of that 12 years, she's seen many physicians. They couldn't help her. She's seen many doctors, many so-called healers. They couldn't help her. She spent all the money she had trying to get this issue of blood corrected. She was damaged. But when she heard about Jesus, and he was coming through the town where she was at, it's a little woman, and the crowd was massive because the name Jesus was getting around more and more, and Jesus was performing miracles, and it was drawing the attention of people. Well, this little woman had so much faith, she pushed herself through the crowd because she said to herself, if I can only touch the hem of his garment, I know that I'll be made whole. This damaged woman had enough faith to say, all I got to do is get close enough to Jesus and touch the hem of his garment, and I know I'll be made whole. Well, she did that in the physical side. She pushed through the crowd and touched the hem of his garment, and immediately Jesus said, who touched me? Now, Peter and the rest of the followers looked at Jesus and said, what do you mean, who touched you? It's thousands of people out here pushing, touching back and forth. But Jesus said, I felt virtue come out of me. In other words, he felt goodness come out of him. The kind of goodness that only God can produce came out of him and into the woman, and she was instantly healed. And she told, when she got the opportunity, she told Jesus what took place. That she pressed her way to him. She had enough faith in him to know that when man fails, when people fail you, when anything fails you, that the virtue of God is still there for us. And she was made whole. Jesus told her, daughter, go, you've been made whole. Go in peace. So in other words, that damaged good, that little woman with the issue of blood was a damaged good. She was damaged. But she was made whole because of her faith. Because of her faith in God made her whole. You see, that's what we're missing today. A lot of us are missing the very thing that will and can make us whole. It's our spiritual connection with God.
Real man movement, baby. We back at you on the leg day, getting that hamstring work. Young bull working every part of those legs. The hamstrings are one of the most ignored parts of the body. But for total strength, total domination, you need to work them. You need to get that work in. Real man movement, baby.
So when you meet broken people, the first thing they'll remind you of is their past, the thing that broke them, the thing that damaged them. This is why the damaged good is so hard to have a relationship with. This is why the damaged good is so hard to rely on. This is why the damaged good cannot go forward consistently. It can't stay on pace. It'll start off strong and then fizzle out. Damaged goods. But to be made whole, to be looked at in a way that is respected because of who you really are. The better part of you shows. It shines. It's whole. It's not the broken diamond in two pieces. It's the 10-carat diamond that you expected it to be. And even if you are broken, or if you are damaged, or you know someone who's damaged, just like in the book of Luke, the woman with the issue of blood, she had a faith system. She had a belief system. She said, I know I'll be made whole if I can only touch the hem of his garment. You don't have to be overzealous about religion or anything like that. But you certainly have to have a faith system that can repair the damage that has been done to you, me, anyone. You have to have a spiritual relationship with God to repair that damage. So the part of you that is good can not only be seen on the outside and then fall to pieces inside, but it will show on the outside and in the inside. And you will become a valuable person, a valuable individual. You'll come out shining. Why? Because you refuse to stay a damaged good. I have things in my past that damaged me. I have war experiences. I have personal experiences that have damaged me. Family experience. Those things damaged me. A part of me was very good and productive, but there was also a darker side of me that was still trying to deal and personally repair what has happened in my past. Now dig this, I said personally repair. I tried to fix it on my own. It only led me down a slippery slope. I was damaged. But the answer was my spiritual connection to God through Jesus Christ. It began to repair me. God took me away from some things that I thought I wanted and brought me to the place where he knew I would prosper the most. It was no longer a damaged good. But just like that woman with the issue of blood, I was made whole. and are left in peace. You can be made whole. No matter what your situation is, you can be made whole. No matter how damaged you think you are. As a matter of fact, the more damaged you are, the more valuable you are to God. He can make you whole and give you that peace. Just like that woman with the issue of blood, y'all. We can get that peace. And real men, we have to stand up to the damage that's been done in our lives. Father left us. Mother didn't treat us right. We were on our own at a young age. We felt like we were the ones that had to take care of everybody and everything. If you fall into any of those categories, you feel damaged. But the truth is that you're in the direct spot to be made whole. It's your faith system. A whole person can have a meaningful relationship. A whole person is not intimidated or afraid of losing anything because they understand that they're whole. And the importance of the spiritual connection. And here at the Real Man Movement, we deal with spirit, mind, and body. The spiritual connection is what makes the difference. Just as strong as your bench press, your squat, and your deadlift. Your spiritual connection with God has to be that strong, y'all. And when it is, you're no longer a damaged good. You're a person of value. You are a real man. Or you're a real woman. You don't have to look for validation from people. You stand up to criticism and you don't pay any attention to criticism because you're whole. You're at peace. You are complete. That's all we have today here at the Real Man Movement with Tank Commander Zulu. And once again, if you're not subscribed, you need to get on the tank with the Tank Commander, baby. You're missing out. We're taking this message all throughout the world. Every male should be a real man. Why? Because God said so. Not me, but God said so. And with that, rock steady, family.